Eric at Holmes chosen players who are in the crosshairs for all 32 NFL teams. Now these are players who are going to be heavily scrutinized heading into the 2012 season. Now let's start here in the AFC East with the New England Patriots, who have one of the best offenses in the NFL, no question about it, but that secondary has really had a lot of problems. That's why Devin McCourty's in the crosshairs in 2012.
Yeah, I mean, he was a Pro Bowl player as a rookie, 7 interceptions, really fell off, couldn't cover people in man coverage last season. It got to the point where they shifted him to safety. He was playing in sub packages by the end of the year, but I believe the Patriots have a plan for him where they maybe use him as a hybrid in both spots. They're going to work on his confidence in year 3, and I think he gets somewhere close to the level he played at as a rookie. That said, there's a lot of pressure on him to improve off last year.
Been a lot of problems in that New York Jets locker room, and there are probably about a dozen players you could say are in the crosshairs in New York, but you're going with Santonio Holmes.
Yeah, there's a lot of people to choose from, but I think Holmes and Mark Sanchez, their relationships can be scrutinized up and down this season. You know, we've seen them at Knick games, you know, almost holding hands, trying to play nice and all that stuff, but it won't really matter until we get in the season and on the field. And those two have to develop a rapport. You don't go out and trade for him and take on all the baggage that comes with Holmes if you don't think he can produce. So far, he hasn't done it, so this is a crucial season to his future in New York.
It doesn't seem like anybody's holding hands with Matt Moore in Miami. They've drafted their quarterback of the future in Ryan Tannehill, but Matt Moore, by all indications, is still going to start. He's definitely in the crosshairs going into 2012.
How long can he hold the job for? I mean, he was good when he was in there. He helped rebound what looked like a lost season last year. They ended up winning some games and looked pretty good at the end of the season. With that defense, if Moore stays healthy, avoid those concussion problems he's had in previous stops, I think he can be pretty good. There's a good surrounding cast around him, but he's got the pressure of Ryan Tannehill. He's got David Garrard, a former starter from just up the road in Jacksonville. So, you know, it's going to be fascinating to see what he does in this new offense in Joel Philbin's system.
You could make the argument that Peyton Manning was the biggest free agent signing this year. You could also make the argument that the Buffalo Bills had the biggest free agent signing.
Maybe the most important signing in terms of a guy you know is going to produce and make a huge difference on that defense. I happen to think he's going to make everybody better on that group, but Mario Williams is not a spotlight type of guy. I always try to kind of, you know, stay in the shadows a little bit in Houston, and he's going to be thrust to the forefront. He's going to be the guy that's determined to take down Tom Brady, you know, 2, 3, 4 times a season, maybe even a game. So Mario Williams has to live up to that big contract and be what Julius Peppers was to the Bears a couple years ago.
You're Mario Williams and you have to be in the spotlight somewhere. I think Buffalo's probably a pretty good spot. You can see players who are in the crosshairs for all 32 NFL teams. Just check us out at ProFootballWeekly.com.